What is up, everybody? We are live over here. We're over here with Tommy Crabtree. Everyone who's Tommy Crabtree over here picking his nose, but everyone who's been paying attention. I was just on the old Cheesehead TV with Aaron Nagler. We had Tom Grassi on that thing. Peter Bukowski. We had the ladies from Pack What She Said.
You guys had everybody. You had anybody who's anybody. Anyone who's anyone, anybody who's anyone. Anyways, in Packers land, you had them on. That's awesome. My invite got lost.
Yeah, dude, that was not my show, Tom. That was Aaron Nagler. That was Cheesehead TV. I had no input on that. I was just surprised that they invited me because when they were promoting it as like the best Packers content creators. Plus Matt Ramage, you know what I mean? That
yeah. Well, we got all of us over here, and then we got this other guy that falls in this other bubble over here. How should we title this?
It was the best of the best, and a little bit of worst of the worst. You know what I mean? But how have you been, dude? I know that we talked a little bit while back. We had a drinking game show with the folks from the Open Book on Game of Wisconsin, but like,
yeah, dude, it's been like a whole 8 days since I saw you. Like, how have you been?
We haven't really talked. I feel like we haven't really vibed together. You know what I mean? Because like they asked me tonight, they're like, "Who is your favorite Packer player of all time?" I said Paul Hornung, and then I was like, "But people who are like alive, who I've seen play, Tommy Crabtree." And you know, I this guy right here.
You haven't seen a whole lot of Packers football up close, then, have you? It's kind of sad.
This guy's a close second because he's my guy. But how could I, Tommy Crabtree? I feel like we have a vibe. I feel like we have a close friendship. You know what I mean? So how could I not say Tommy Crabtree? But I appreciate you joining me. I'm a little buzzed up, Tom. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean?
A little bit.
I don't know if I had to tell you that. I think you probably knew out the gate. But we're having a good time. You know what I mean? But
back to your original statement before you're hyping me up. I've been good, man. I've been good. Busy, work, family, as I know a lot of people are. I'm kind of getting that itch. The other one, like before Packers season starts, I didn't want to get off topic. I'm talking about the Packers itch, like before the season starts, and just it's getting close, man. Like, I feel like I want to talk about the Packers more, and like I want to be on your stupid show more. Like, it's great.
Yeah. So, do you ever have it? Because I remember like Favre back in the day, and a lot of players like recently they talk about retirement. Like, I get the itch. Do you ever get the itch? Like, I wish I could still play. Like, I don't know. I feel like you could. But like, do you ever get that itch, or like where you're like, I wish I could?
Nah, I don't know if it's not really the itch to play again, really, because there were a lot of things about playing that I fucking hated and would still hate to this day. But like probably more the itch or the desire to like go back to like physically, like just being in that physical state of like health and well-being. I probably don't eat as well as I used to eat a lot of Taco Bell when I played too, but I eat a lot of Taco Bell now. And I don't work out as much. Like that workout slider went way down. The Taco Bell is still way out there.
I do enjoy me some Taco Bell. I don't go into Taco Bell because like since COVID you can't go into places, and I got used to not going into places. So now that they're open, like I don't want to. I'd rather eat in my truck. I got a new truck though, so no, I don't want to. I just got a new truck like a week ago. But anyways,
what kind of truck?
I got me.
Sorry, I'm just typing some really important emails over here, work emails while I'm on your show.
I got me a GMC Sierra. It's like I forget what it's called. It's like the extension. It's called I forget. Like
don't try. You're not gonna get it. Don't.
Anyways, it is a beautiful truck. It is a beautiful truck.
The GMCs are nice, man. They got like a nice aggressive look to them. I like the GMC. Even though it's just like a rebranded or rebadged Chevy.
Yeah, and
but like it's better. They're better than Chevys. Come on.
Yeah, It is, dude. It's so good because like you don't have to take the key out of your pocket. The key is in my pocket. I unlock the door. You hit a button because the key's in your pocket. It knows it's you. Oh, you hit a button.
Keyless entry. Keyless entry. Welcome to 2012, Matt Ramage. I hope you like it here.
That's the vehicle you had when you were pulling up in a Lambo, and I finally got it. So like, hey. So what are you drinking on tonight, Mr. Tommy Crabtree?
I got some wine, a little vino,
That's
a little red wine.
Right? You little fancy little something.
Big wine guy. Big. What's the word? What are the people that like? There's a word. I know you're not gonna know it. I don't know why I'm asking. There's like a word for people that like drink wine, like not aficionado.
Winos? A wino?
No, it's not a wine. It's like an actual Is it connoisseur? But that seems too easy.
Wine enthusiast? Is that what it is?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Let's go with wine enthusiast. It sounds classy. But why is that? Why is that? If you drink wine, you're classy. Like if you can drink wine every single day and you're classy. You know what I mean? I watch Sopranos. You ever watch Sopranos?
Kinda. And I might get shamed for not.
Dude, you should watch.
I just started. We're gonna be all over the place, by the way, folks.
No, I don't care. This does not have to be a Packer show.
I just started Curb Your Enthusiasm like a few weeks ago, which is like an all-time show and like right up my alley humor-wise. And I just started it for the first time ever like a month ago.
Dude,
like, I'm terrible.
David is like I've never watched Curb Your Enthusiasm front to back, but I'm an all-time Seinfeld guy, right? Like I've been watching Seinfeld. I remember back in the day.
Yep.
Right, back in the day, I used to party hard. This is before I had wife, before I had kids, before I met my wife. I remember going to parties and we would party hardcore, right? And I was young. I was like 17, 16, 18, whatever the hell. I was totally legal drinking age, but we used to get drunk, right? And then I remember being at like house parties and be like, yo, it's 10 o'clock. Seinfeld's on.
No.
Wait. Where's your parents' room? And I would go to like a room that nobody was in, like a parents' room, whatever, a room that they didn't want to like let people in and like just horribly like just destroy this room. And I would watch Seinfeld. And then I would watch 30 minutes of Seinfeld. I'd go back out, party it up. We're drinking tequila. We're drinking whatever the hell we're drinking. We're having a good time. But like, dude, Seinfeld was
You would pause the party for an episode of Seinfeld?
I would, dude.
It's the weirdest thing I've ever heard of.
Yeah,
I've heard some weird stuff.
People would say that at the time, like, dude, we're about to do some shots. Dude, I'm about to watch some Seinfeld.
I'm about to do some Seinfeld, brother.
Dude, but Curb Your Enthusiasm, I never watched it front to back. I watched a lot of episodes. Larry David, I watched lots of episodes. But they were just always like mixed in. It wasn't like I ever watched it, binged it or whatever. But like Larry David on that show is so awkward.
Oh my God. It's so perfect.
He does. He like makes it where like you feel bad about yourself. Like I can't watch this episode.
Bad. It makes me feel better. I'm like, wait, this guy is successful Seinfeld writer, like all-timer as far as writing and comedy. This guy's just like me. I mean, that's basically the show, right? Like, that's kind of him in real life, maybe, or maybe I'm like,
no, I don't know that's him in real life, but it's
it's scripted, but like it's kind of like it's just so simple, like everyday stuff, like every normal guy stuff or normal person stuff that. Like every episode clicks with me. I'm like, honey, I'm like poking my wife. I'm like, look, that's me. That was me last week. And she's like, what the, like, oh my God, it was. So it's embarrassing.
If you are just like Larry David in that show, I think most people are going to think you're a horrible human being.
No, what? I feel the opposite. It's kind of like, I can relate. You think he's horrible?
I can
he's
definitely
an idiot, but
relate. But he's so extra. Like he takes things almost extra situation.
He's got the easiest route out of a difficult situation. Like it's right there. The answer is right there. Like, hey, like Larry, like everyone's poking him. Like just just apologize. And like this show, like we'll green like this show, everything will be fine. Just drop it. He can't.
Dude, that's the thing. Like, you're married. You're a married guy.
Yes.
People ask me sometimes. No one's ever asked me this, but if someone did ask me this, what is your one advice for a newly married person? I would say, learn how to apologize. And I feel like that's
good.
what. Just learn
That's
how
what
to
a lot
apologize.
of people say. I think that goes with a lot of things in life. Like just admitting when you're wrong, just being humble,
Yeah.
being honest, being like vulnerable, and being, hey, I was wrong, my bad. Like that's all it takes sometimes, whether it's your wife or your friend or a coworker or whatever. Like that, dude, that goes a long way. You imagine a coworker, and I have this happen. Like I work with great people. I'm sure you do too. Like they just come up to you and they're like, "Hey, dude, my bad."
I don't
Fuck
work
that.
with great people. I work with people, but not great people.
Okay, so I asked the wrong. Okay, so you got a friend that comes up, right? You have friends, right? I hope. Oh God.
Yeah, I have people I call friends.
But just like a simple like, hey, bro, that was my bad the other night, or like with this thing, like it goes a long way. It goes a long way.
The thing with wives is that you don't have to be wrong to know you have to apologize. You can be like, they're wrong, but like I want to live my life, so I'm just gonna apologize. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say you know to apologize. You got that thing in the back of your mind where you're like, I'm right. I know I'm right, but I'm gonna apologize.
No, because my wife has never been wrong. I've been married for like 20 plus years, and if you can ask her, she's never been wrong. But
she must be watching right now. Is she in the viewer list? Let me check.
She might be watching. That's why I say it, because I have yet to see her be wrong, and I've tried to convince her she was wrong from time to time, and she's like, no, I've checked it out, and it turns out I'm not. So, anyways, Tommy Crabtree. Tommy Crabtree's in the building. Let's give a round of applause. Here we go, Tommy Crabtree. Anyways,
number of times I've been wrong. My marriage.
Let's check it out.
I'm still going. Hold on.
Yeah. So he's at
page
4. He's got page 5. So yeah, it's been a lot. It's been a lot. But we got Tommy Crabtree in the building. He's let me ask you this, Tommy Crabtree.
Mm-hmm.
The Packers are having
time out real quick. Can you see me, by the way? I feel like I'm. Do I look okay?
You look a little dark because you don't have a lot of light going on, but
Your lighting is good. Hold on.
Yeah, look at this.
I owe you more. We gotta do better than this.
More. All right. So Tommy Crabtree's gonna fix his lighting. The old Matt Ramage show presented by Quick Trip. I don't think I said it up front, but shout out to Quick Trip presenting the show and all that. Now we got Tommy Crabtree back.
I'm back.
You don't look any different. I don't know what you did.
No. It's coming. Hold on. I put the shade up and then watch this. I got I got the app.
Oh, he's got the app, bro.
Did you see that?
I did not see it. No, I kind of see it.
All right.
I was reading the comments at the time. I didn't see a difference. All right.
What are we talking about? Packers? What happened with the Packers?
No.
What are they doing?
We're talking about the Packers. They have a parade, like a fan I forget what it's called. All right, people in the comments will tell me
the fan tour thing, right?
Yeah, they have a tour. They got James Jones, which is your buddy, your guy. They got what is it?
Morgan Burnett.
Morgan Burnett. That was the name I was searching.
JJ. Yeah, Nick Collins.
They got Nick Collins. So why aren't you involved in that? Because I feel like you're a fan favorite. You're a guy everybody loves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why?
Kind of a similar situation, I think, to this evening with the Cheesehead TV, the big gathering of the who's who of Packers, opinionators and prognosticators. My invite got lost.
First of all,
I think that's what happened with the fan tour.
Yeah, because first of all, I think that you should have been invited to both. All right,
100%.
Especially the fan tour or the player tour. I think you're a fan favorite. But like Aaron Nagler said during the show, he's like, you don't create content for Packers. Like, I don't think I should have been there either. Like, I was very shocked. He asked me, I was like, well, he's like, I was like, what are you going to talk about? He's like, we're going to talk about like training camp and the player position. Like, are you aware I don't know shit about the Packers?
Let me get back to you. Give me 5 minutes. I got to research everything about the team real quick.
You notice like Andy Herman, who is like a very informative person. You probably follow him on old Twitter. He's very knowledgeable about everything going on with the Packers. Like my question from Nagler was like, who's your favorite Packer player? And I was like, Paul Hornung. And then I mentioned Tommy Crabtree, because I always got to show love for Tommy Crabtree. And guys like Andy Herman, the question was, who do you see playing an inside linebacker? Like, don't ask me that shit, because I don't know the answer to that.
Man, I think, in my opinion, it's either going to be the guy that was playing it last year, or the guy that backed him up, or a new signing.
Dude, that's exactly it. I don't know shit.
It's gonna be one of those. Mark my words.
But let's give a little love to Mark Deaton over here. What's up, Mark? Mark Deaton, man.
Mark, how you doing?
Element. I gotta show Mark some love. But so let me ask you this, Tommy Crabtree. I'm gonna ask you some serious questions. A lot of people are listening. A lot of people are watching. They want to know the real questions surrounding number 12. He's your guy. He's your friend. All right. Get ready, because I don't want you to say anything you're not supposed to say.
Fire away.
Have you talked to Mr. Aaron Rodgers in this offseason? Lie to us.
Yes, I have. I have.
And he said he loved Green Bay, right? And he said he saw all my videos, and he was like, that is why I'm coming back, because of that guy. That guy with the weird eyes.
It was such a forgettable experience and exchange of text messages. I obviously couldn't tell you what the fuck we said. And I probably had a couple of beers in me. But yes, we have talked. We have talked this offseason. Probably nothing Packer related. That's never our kind of conversation centerpiece. I know back in January, I texted him some clips of my kid playing flag football. And from there, it gets a little murky. And then there was some text a couple months ago about some other hot topic. I don't know. Not Packers related.
So let me ask you.
Sorry to be a buzzkill.
No, because that's actually interesting to me. I don't give a shit about what's going on, because we'll find out like what's going on. So like you just like you and Aaron are just like good buds. Like I'm good buds with people I work with. They show me pictures of their kids. Like my kid made this team or that team. So like you just I pretend to give a shit.
You probably I was gonna say you probably treat that the way he treated my tech. Hey, check out my kid play. He's like, yeah, okay. All right. Whatever.
No, but like because I've been watching your kid grow up since like 2010. You know what I mean? Like ever since I've been following you on Twitter, and I'm not saying anything bad about that. I think it's cool to you even follow someone or whether
it's crazy creeping up on 11 years.
Yeah, so you just send him clips, because obviously like your kid has met Aaron, right?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you the first time it happened or how many times since, but like while I was there, obviously.
Does he know the greatness that obviously he's got a great dad, but like when he meets dad's friends, does he realize like, dad's friend is really freaking awesome?
He definitely does. Like he's a huge Rodgers fan, obviously, and it's just by default being a Packers fan and dad being obviously who I am.
Iconic.
But I'm trying to remember. He hasn't been, so he's creeping up on 11, but I've been gone from Green Bay since he was like 2 or 3 years old. So like that was the last time I played there was when he was like 3 years old. So it's like getting to that point where I don't know if he has any actual memories. Well, he probably doesn't, of when I played there or was actually in the thick of things. And then since then, I think I've taken him back like for a game type of experience, like once, maybe twice. So it's been kind of like Yeah. It's not like within the past year he like went up and met Aaron and like he was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, as an 11-year-old or whatever. But yeah, he's hardcore Packers and like everything. He's ride or die, man. No matter who's there on the team or who's making plays or who's doing what, he's a Packer for life from his heart. He's born in Wisconsin,
Yeah.
born right there.
Dude,
In Green Bay while I was
here's
playing.
the thing is like I've been a Tom Crabtree guy. Like I was a Tom Crabtree fan. Now I'm a Tom Crabtree friend. All right. I tell people this. I tell people this.
I got to review some paperwork. There's some other things I got to go through before I sign off on that. But
yeah, before you acknowledge that. I tell people at work, they're like, Tom Crabtree's your friend. I'm like, oh, definitely. Like, are you a fan? Like, no, he's my friend. How can I be a fan of my friend? No, but like,
you can be a fan of your friend. You got to root for your friends, man. Come on.
No, I
also here. Wait, real quick. Let's take a step back. People you work with know me, is what you were saying. They know of me. That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just I'm everywhere.
I've told the story before, but like when you had that fake field goal, I'm not asking you to tell that story again. We got that story locked down. But like when that happened, my phone went off. You would think that I did it. You were like, yo, Tom Crab, because I was yelling at you on all my channels, like, and back then I wasn't really doing social media like how I do it now. Yeah. I was just like on Facebook, like Tom Crab, like I was all about Tom Crabtree. I thought you were the coolest shit. Because I still do. I think you're good shit. So everyone's like, Tom Crabtree just got a touchdown. They were sending me the video, like, yo, I saw it. I watched the games too.
Yeah, I also am a fan of that team. So I saw it. Guys, thank you though.
But it was so cool. Like the whole thing. Like obviously, like we've had this discussion. But
it means a lot because yeah, it's cool to have that support all these years later, and develop friendships and have fans that turn into friends, and like, it's cool, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I dude, my whole thing is like, I'm not trying to get all like emotional and get all crazy.
Oh God, but you are. Here he goes.
A player, whether it's traded, whether he retires, whether he goes to another team because the team didn't resign him, like I don't get like a Ha Ha Clan Dix, like he's back there, right?
Yeah.
He's right back there. Like he got traded. Like, dude, I don't give a shit. Like, dude, once you're a Packer, you're a Packer forever. Dude, like if you're good people, like I will rep you forever. Like I will represent this dude forever. That jersey will be there forever. I don't have an 83 autograph jersey, even though we're kind of homies. You know what I mean? But like, you just never chose to like.
Here's a problem too. That jersey hanging up behind you, it might have hung on a rack like in a store or a shop at some point. Mine, they were straight up custom, like $100 joints that were like you had to go out of your way, the shipping and delivering, like it's a whole process.
Yeah, it is.
We need to get you one though.
When are you gonna come back? Like, you think maybe you'll come to a Packer? Because I was at Packer game before when you popped in. Like you were doing like before the game type of former Packer player type of thing. But do you plan on coming back to Green Bay this season?
I do. And funny story, wasn't that the season before COVID hit? Was that 19 or was that 18? It was a random like I was walking like through the mezzanine area or whatever, and I saw you obviously in your VIP box or whatever you were in. You yelled at me. I was like, oh my! I was like, holy shit! There's no way. Like it wasn't even planned. That was crazy.
Yeah, it was funny because like the guy who I was with asked me to come to a Packer game. He's like, I got an extra ticket. We're in like a box type thing, and I'd like to have you come with me. And I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
And then you popped in. You were like, yo, what's up, man? And then the dude was like, yo, that's Tom Crabtree. I was like, yeah, I know that guy.
Oh my God. That was awesome.
It was really it was really good. Dude, like 2019 was a really fun year for me because that's like when people started to realize, or once they realized, I'm not trying to be all like egotistical or whatever, but people started to like know who I am.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Here's just...
No,
shout out Quick Trip sponsor #ad. I knew you before 2019.
No, but like people were like, "Hey, I'd like to go to a Packer game with you," and I was like, "I would like to go to a Packer game with you too." And I I met a lot of cool friends in that year before COVID. But we were going to a lot of games. I went to like 4 games. The Packers at 4-0 that year, dude. And this year I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna pay for some tickets this year though. And the Packers are going 4-0 again or 8-0. I don't know how many games I'm gonna go to. I can't imagine I'm gonna go to all of them. But like, dude, dude, there is nothing better to me than going to like Packer games, and it's not even just a Packer game. It's like the before part, like training camp. Like going to training camp to me is so fun. You need to go to training camp, Tom.
Dude, that's
like,
creeping up. Isn't that in like 5 days or something?
Yeah, it's coming up. You need to come to a training camp as a fan. Like you've been to training camp as a player. You rode the bikes, you did all the things, and that was before me. Like, I mean, I was obviously a fan before then, but I wasn't going to training camp all the time. You need to come to training camp as a fan. I remember I was at training camp, and I was with my brother-in-law and his son, and like Oren Burks came through, and he's like, "Hey man, a lot of players know me from Instagram."
Yeah,
so
that's awesome.
Saying hi to me as they're riding by on the bike, and he was like, "This dude's a god."
Yeah,
it's so cool.
That is awesome.
I think it'd be cool. Like, bring your boy out there, go to a Packers training camp. You're a former Packer player. The players are going to say hi to your kid. Maybe you can ride a bike again. You know what I mean?
So, all right, a couple things. A lot to unpack here. You asked me if I was planning on coming back. So last season, we had plans I think it was early last season. One of the games we had plans to honor the Super Bowl 45 season, which was 2010. And then honor them in 20, which was 10 years later, right? Is that the math? I don't know. Either way, they were going to honor us at a game. Well, here comes COVID, ruins that. So that gets completely canceled. So we don't come back. But yes, I was going to come back for a game, and I was going to be there for that, whatever ceremony or whatever. They invited the whole roster back. And I don't know who all was coming, but so I was going to come back. I have tentative plans. I think I'm going to be back this season. Fingers crossed. I'll come back. I'll hit you up. Yeah. We'll go live. We'll smash it.
There it is. Dude, I'm stoked for that. We definitely got to meet up.
We'll meet up for that. And then the other thing I was going to say, you were talking about come back for training camp. I'm going to get a lot of shit for this. I think I'm going next week to you know what I'm going to say. I live like an hour 20 from Tampa. Yeah. I'm going down to the Bucks, and I played for them once upon a time for like a season. And I'm a Packer. But I'm going to take my son down there. We're going to be like VIP, behind the scenes. And it's more for him. Like, I don't want to fucking go. No, I don't care. No. I don't know any of those people. I don't know the players. I don't give a shit. No, he wants to go.
Is your son going to meet Tom Brady?
He'll get to at least be up close. And I think that's cool or important. Like, it's the same way I felt before COVID hit. And this sucks, man. And I still want to do it. I had like a thing in my head. I was like, I'm going to take my son to, whether it's down in Orlando, because we live down in Florida, like to see LeBron in person. Like just one of those players, generational players that I want my son to be able to remember. And he's 10 or 11 now, like whatever he is. He'll be able to remember, like, I can see LeBron up close. Dad took me. That was awesome. So I want to take him to camp. I'm going to take him to Bucks camp next week, and we're going to see Brady up close. Hate him or love him, the guy's a goat.
No, I do. No, dude, I get so much trash for this from Packer fans because I do not hate Tom Brady. I did that week. There was a week, but I don't know how you hate Tom Brady. Like I guess some people are like, well, he trolled Aaron Rodgers. Like they're friends. He like, dude, if people saw what I said to my friends, like. In the locker room, did guys just
like you guys hate each other, don't you? Like no,
dude. I've actually have friends with, like when people are around who are outsiders, like they hate each other. Like no, dude, that's what we do. We roast each other. And I think Rodgers and Brady are friends. Packer fans want to get mad because of stuff Brady says. He roasted the president the other day, and people were like,
Yeah.
"Oh, like, no, that's what Brady does." I love it. I love it. I love that.
I thought it was great.
Dude, I would love nothing more than Tom Brady to someday roast me. I wish Aaron Rodgers would roast people. I know Aaron Rodgers from the outside, because I don't know him personally. I've heard a lot of people say he has like a dry sense of humor, and I think he roasts people like the media a little bit.
Oh yeah, a little under the radar roast,
Yeah,
like low key.
Yeah, a little bit lower key.
I think there's if I had to guess, I don't want to speak for either of them, but if I just had to guess, I know I always felt, not that I was like a great or elite tight end, but like I always had admiration. I always had admiration and respect for guys at the position that were doing like incredible things. Like, and even to this day, I don't play, but like seeing Kelsey and Kittle and even Gronk still, like those guys are still top tier tight end. Like I'm blown away. And I'm sure it's mutual between Brady and Rodgers. There's that mutual respect and like admiration for, like, they each have done things that the other can't and won't do. And they each, you know what I mean? Like there's just that, like looking from afar, like in same position, that relatability, like, man, like fuck that guy. He's killing it in this regard, like in that way. Like I wish I could do that, or it motivates me to be better. Like, I don't know. I see that in them, and I'm not trying to speak for them, but maybe that's what's going on there. And maybe they are BFFs off the field. Who the hell knows?
That's the thing. Like, cause like everyone, you could find quotes for both. Like Tom Brady says, there's a quote that Tom Brady says, "I can't do the things Aaron Rodgers does." And then there's another quote that says Aaron Rodgers calls Tom Brady the GOAT. So Packer fans and Patriot fans / Buck fans will find these quotes and say all these things like, "Oh, he said this, he said that." Like, dude, they're friends. And that's the thing. Like, I hate the Bears. I hate the Bears like a case of the crabs, which I've never had. But
would you call me? Would you say my name? Don't you ever compare me and the Bears' shittiness to anything with my name in it, even if it is something horrible.
But like, you know what I mean? Like these guys, they're friends. So like, you can like hate the other one all you want, like, but like they're friends. Like the same thing with like Packer Bear rivalries. Even back in the day with Favre and Urlacher, or Favre and whoever, and Warren Sapp and all these guys back in before your playing days. But like these guys were like, they were friends. Like they'd go to war on the field. They would have things to say to each other. They would yell, "You're a piece of crap." And that. But like they were like off the field after the game, they'd hug. They're like, "Oh, that was a good one." Yeah, fans.
Well, and a lot of times it's I think a lot of times it's more fan or media driven, and you know, we don't get the whole story or the whole side of their relationship, whether it's good or bad, or anybody's behind the scenes, like any player relationship. Like we don't know the full story, but like if I had to guess, just seeing them interact, the golf thing was great a couple weeks ago. Like that was so much fun. Like you could tell they just enjoy each other's company, and like and then side note, Aaron clutching up, like holy shit, he can golf.
Dude, he can golf so good.
Unbelievable.
So, let me ask you this, Tommy, because you're on the field, all right? You're on the field of battle. You're out there. You're on special teams. You're on offense.
Just scrapping, grinding.
You're doing all those things.
Dirty work.
Mr. Tommy Crabtree's on the field, whether it's special teams, whether it's offense. If they wanted to play defense, hell, they'd put him there too. You know what I mean? But I'm asking you this. All right, whether we're talking Bears, whether we're talking Vikings, whatever the hell we're talking, are there guys like you know the rivalry, like you feel it, like the fans in the stand, like, and obviously you know it after the game was over and after you're more of a fan now than you are a player. But like when you were a player, like you felt that shit, like when you're playing the Bears. And like, are there guys like you just hate, but like, are there guys that you're like friends with? Like, how does this work? Like a guy with like Aaron Rodgers or whoever the hell it is, a guy like you or a guy like whoever the hell Greg Jennings, I don't want to talk about him. What the hell with that guy?
Yeah,
I don't
forget that guy.
Yeah,
They didn't even invite him back on the
dude,
XLV Anniversary Fan Club tour.
I don't want to talk about it because I will roast the bitch all day. I hate Greg Jennings. I wouldn't say I hate him because I don't hate him like at a personal level. As a sports person, I hate him.
You say professional. You're a professional now.
Yeah, I'm a professional, but I think I think Greg Jennings is a piece of crap. I think that he you know like I don't know. I don't want to get into it.
What's the Dan Marino quote from Ace Ventura? Dan Marino should something and die of gonorrhea. Would you like a cookie?
I don't want him to get gonorrhea.
Dan Marino should rot in hell and die of gonorrhea. You boys like a cookie? Thank you. Look, they're little footballs. Laces out.
That is actually that is awesome. But like, let me ask you this: can I ask you?
Where were we going? I don't even know where we got off.
But let's leave it where it lays.
Were the guys that I hated or something?
Can I ask you a tough question, Tommy?
You can ask me anything you want, man. I'll just tell you, fuck off if I don't like it. Yeah,
if you don't choose to answer this question, that's on you. And I respect.
I'm not trying to show. I just looked into the camera. Side note. Side note to the side note. I'm not trying to flex, but I mean, it's just it happens sometimes. Like when you look like me, and you just wear a sleeveless and a backwards ball cap at 11 p.m. at night in your own house.
I don't know if my camera can pick up your voice.
I want to touch it. I want you to flex like that. I'm gonna poke it.
Let me ask you this, because my dog's name is Finley.
What the hell? We're on a dog now?
Yeah, my
dog.
We're
on like rivalries and stuff, and Rogers and Brady. Okay, we're on dogs. Okay,
we're talking about because like back in that time, Jamaica Finley was like my guy. Like I like. At the same time that I was talking to you, I was talking to Mike. I don't mean to say it like that, but like,
jeez, man,
like
we were cool.
I actually loved Jamaica Flynn back then because I felt like his wife got a lot more hate than she should have got, and I still feel the same way. I never feel like there's a situation where you should talk bad about someone's wife.
The personal stuff, right? 100%.
Yeah. I never feel that way because we're talking about a game, we're talking about sports, and I would never. There's never a situation where I think you should talk bad about someone's wife, whether to their face or behind their back. But like my dog's name is Finley. I don't like Jamaica Finley. I feel like he used.
Wait, so did you name him Finley like when you're a J Mike fan and now you're not?
Yeah, yeah. That was exactly it.
Because just rename him. It's easy.
He's old. He's gonna die soon. I'll just let him go.
Krabby. Oh, never mind. Don't name him Krabby. He's about to die. Oh, never mind. Oh,
yeah, God. My next dog will be named Krabby. But so, what are your thoughts on like not personally because I'm not going to talk about that, but like as like you're a Packer fan and you're a former Packer player, these guys at the same time, but like what are your thoughts on these guys who left and like decided to trash Rodgers? Because obviously, like Rodgers was a good teammate, which I've heard from everybody except for two people. There's two people. And I don't know. I don't even know where I was going with this. I don't know why I got
here. Why don't you shut the hell up and just let me take it from here?
All right. Take it from here, Tommy. Give a round of applause. That's the only button I have, Tommy. Hey, tell me what you got.
No, I mean, obviously, like I voiced my opinion. Like I think that's J Mike and Jennings like voicing their opinions in their post playing days, like when it seems very like very convenient for them to do so, whether it's like a business decision or like in their field of work, like that's super convenient. But I don't know, it definitely lowered like my like what I thought of those two guys, and like I don't know. I didn't have a super close relationship with either of them when I played there. I loved J Mike when I played. I thought there were a lot of things he did well. There were a lot of things I looked at that he did. I was like, if I want to be successful, I can't do things that way. So I don't know. I learned a lot from both guys, and I respected them in a lot of ways when I played there. But then that kind of like that took it down a couple notches. Like when they would just trash a former player when it seemed to work in their favor in their post playing days. Like I just think that's like the lowest of the low. Like I shouldn't say lowest of the low. I guess lowest of the low as far as it goes with sports. Like it's fucking sports. Like what are we really talking about here? There's a lot of other lower things in the world. But yeah, and I haven't talked to Greg or J Mike and shit probably since I played. And
probably since you doing my podcast because I haven't asked.
Yeah, they're like yeah, their agent or something's like, hey, did you see what Crabtree said about you? Or just check my Twitter feed from 2 or 3 years ago. But I mean, I'll keep it honest and real. Like I'm not gonna pretend. I try not to play like I'm not one of those people that's like best friends with everybody. Like if you cross me or cross somebody I care about, like that means a lot to me. And I think it's messed up.
So here's my thing. All right, because like I don't like Jermichael Finley. I don't like Greg Jennings. And a matter of fact, Greg Jennings is on a network who I refuse to watch. I won't watch a minute of that network because he's on it. Like, and I'll just be honest. Like, I don't speak for Tommy Crabtree. Like, Tommy Crabtree's on my show, and I'm not speaking. Jermichael Finley. I think both those guys. I love Jermichael Finley. I supported him. I spoke out violently. I wouldn't say violently.
Well, here's the thing too. If and I hate to interrupt you because I need you to hold that thought too. I feel like you're fucking rolling right there.
Well, I was rolling. I'm gonna get back at it though. Go say what you gotta say.
Yeah, but real quick, here's the thing too. Just because you said you love J Mike, I do too, or did, or like I don't know how to word it, but I love so many things about that guy. And I work closely, and I can say that more about him than Greg because I was in the same room as J Mike day in and day out. I learned a lot from him, and I was a better player for it a lot of times. But my problem is it kind of comes back to the old saying, like, and this is kind of extreme, but it takes a lifetime to like build a reputation, and just like one instance can ruin it. I'm the same way when it comes to people, and like, I can have all the trust and faith and belief in you in the world, because of what you've done up to a point. But then once you fuck that up, I'm like, that ruins the whole thing for me. Like from 2 or 3 years ago when they started popping off of the mouth to like forever, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it's like you show your true colors when you get negative or ugly like that.
Yeah.
Right? But I need you to dive back in at some point with you were about to go off to.
No, because like my dog's name is Finley. I remember Jermichael Finley's wife followed me on Twitter at one point, and I defended her because I think everyone should have, because I don't think Jermichael Finley's wife deserved any of that trash shit that people were talking about her, that he would drop a ball. It's not about dropping balls. It's not about how he played on the field, because the bad thoughts I have on Jermichael Finley isn't about what he did on the field. I think he was a beast on the field. I think he was a really good football player. My point of my bad thoughts on Jermichael Finley is like the bad things he said about Aaron Rodgers. The same thing with Greg Jennings. I feel both of them used Aaron Rodgers, because whenever I heard them talk, it was about talking shit about Aaron Rodgers, and that's when they got on TV. Because like the same thing, like, dude, I could trash a lot of players, like a lot of the people on podcasts, a lot of people on shows do. I would have a lot more views if I was just saying, like, for instance, like Dak Prescott is trash and Kirk Cousins is trash, which he is. But like, if my whole show was based on that, do people love negativity? So like the only time Greg Jennings, I know Greg Jennings works for FS1, but I don't follow FS1. I don't follow Greg Jennings. I don't follow these things. But the only time I see him is when he's trashing Rodgers, because like, oh, you played with Aaron Rodgers, so now you can say this, and then that brings that shit. So I have no respect for anyone. Who, you use your platform to bring another person down.
That's the problem too. Like, it's hard to find. I think for good reason, because and I don't want to dwell on this too much.
I don't want to either.
Kind
I
of
don't
beating
know
a dead horse, but
yeah.
I think it's easy. It's hard to find somebody with that opinion. So when they're a TV personality or trying to be, and they have that opinion, everybody wants that opinion to spew content and like regurgitate every, year and a half, every training camp cycle. So it's going to keep popping up, but it's just gotta ignore it and move on. I think we all know it's BS.
Yeah, I don't know how we got here, but anyways, we got Tommy Crabtree in the building. Let's move on to some positive stuff. All right, I'm gonna let
the
you.
Bucks. Did you have the Bucks on the menu yet? We haven't even talked about
the Milwaukee Bucks. First of all, is Giannis one of the most look at Tommy Crabtree over here chugging shit. What are you drinking over there, Tommy?
I just took a sip of wine.
No, you're tipping it back, bro.
I've had the same glass. We've been on for an hour. I've had the same glass.
Well, I won't say I respect it. Yeah, you got to pour more. No, but like Giannis, you saw him at the drive-thru. You watched all the videos, right?
Oh yeah.
He's over at he's getting himself a chicken, and I don't know how they didn't respond to him on Twitter because what is it? What was the chicken? Oh shit! I must puke.
That was a good one. I'm glad you didn't puke. That was borderline.
What was the chicken place? How did they not respond to him on Twitter? Chick-fil-A, and they never responded on Twitter. But
I don't think they need. I don't. Chick-fil-A is probably big enough. It'd be like McDonald's.
No, but
they don't need to respond. They don't need that kind of social media.
But they were saying that he made like $250,000 in just from his live video.
Really?
Yeah, and like internet money, he made like $250,000 for him. And he's like, "Yo, do I get some free chicken?" I didn't see him respond. I feel like they need to do better on their social media team. I don't know.
Here's my question: do you think you watched the video? Do you think the girl taking his order? I suspect that she had no fucking clue who he was or what was going on. She looked like she had no clue.
I think she did because he was like, "Do you mind if I put you on camera?" And she's like, "Yeah." And he's like, 150,000 people are watching you right now, which is typical to my Instagram lives. You know what I mean?
That's what you ask me every time you call me. Matt's always FaceTiming me when he's not live and just like, hey, I don't know if you mind, but there are two people watching you.
I go live on Instagram. It's funny because like 11 people are watching, and I'm like, "How's everyone doing today?" Like one person's like, "Okay," and like 8 people leave. But like, who's this guy? I don't know. Why did I start following him? I don't even know.
Shit! Oh, accidentally clicked the live thing. Fuck.
Yeah. But dude, I actually think she knew who he was. Everyone's in the background; they're going crazy. Dude. But like Giannis is Giannis one of the most likable athletes in the world right now?
Yes, and I didn't realize it. So full disclosure, I'm like by default. I guess I became like a Wisconsin sports fan in general from my playing days there with the Packers, obviously. I don't know if you know this. I won a Super Bowl there. Anyways.
Have you heard that? Oh, okay. In fact, we have heard that.
Yeah. I've told the story a couple times. I won't get into it now, but you can look it up. So anyways, with that, like I grew up in Columbus, Ohio. Never grew up like an NBA like specific team fan. I grew up mid 90s, so obviously I was an MJ Jordan Bulls fan from the 90s.
We'll let that slide.
But I've never. That's fine. I know. I've never had like a diehard. I've never been a diehard like really MLB, NBA, NHL. But that doesn't matter to me. That's like a foreign like. alien planet sport to me. I don't know why I could never get into NHL. It's just not my thing. But anyways, I've only come to realize how much I love Giannis. I've always liked him like over the last few years. I announced him, I think, Wisconsin Sports Athlete of the Year, by the way, at the Wisconsin Sports Awards in 2017 or 18. I don't know. A lot of people don't know this. I kind of sparked him. I mean, I'm just saying.
Oh, no. Let it out.
And he wasn't even there to accept the award, so I had to say his name at the podium, and then he didn't. There was no one there.
Did you just say Giannis, or you just say the whole name?
No, I said Giannis Antetokounmpo. Like I practiced it for like
I can't even say it. No, say it again. Say his full name.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh, I'm impressed. Right? I can't say
That's
it.
That's it, right?
People, I was in a podcast one day talking about the Bucks, and I said Giannis, and they're like,
they're like, yeah, that's actually pretty bad.
Piece of a shit are
you gotta do a little bit of homework. You gotta do a little bit, okay?
I was just trying to pronounce it, you know what I mean? No. I'm always said pronounce it. No, but yeah.
No, it's a soft G.
Yeah, dude, I love this dude. I love this dude.
I've fallen in love with him over the last week or two more than like anyone outside of my wife over the last week or two. Like it's been great.
He's got to be the most loved player in sports world.
He says all the right things. He does all the right things. Like he's very charismatic, like his personality, like everything, it just clicks. Like he's fun to listen to. He's fun to hear. It clicks on like a personal, like, oh yeah, that makes sense, like human level. It's also like ASMR for the ears. If you don't know what that is, it's like very, very satisfying to hear him speak. He's got a good voice. Like everything about him, I'm like, dude, I love this guy.
People listening to me have no idea what that means. Yeah. Because they're like, very satisfying ears.
They don't know what it means, but they do also because they tuned out a long time ago. They turned the thing off, so they know what it means. You're the opposite of Giannis.
But yeah, dude, yeah, this whole Bucks playoffs. It's funny because people got mad at me because I was talking about I thought I followed you for the Packers, but now you're talking about the Bucks. I'm like, yo, I'm about the Wisconsin. I'm not even a bandwagon or a fair weather fan. Because I'm not a basketball guy. I don't know shit about basketball. I asked my son about the rules. Like, hey, why was that a foul? And he's like, you're an idiot. How do you not know?
It's the NBA.
Yeah. So, like, I represent every Wisconsin team. I don't care if it's the Gamblers. I don't care if it's, we're talking flag football. I'll go down there and watch it play. You know what I mean? But, like, it was very cool. The Bucks actually won. Like, I remember when Giannis got that big deal he got, the max deal
like 2 years ago.
Yeah. So I commented on it. I said, next he's gonna win a championship. And then I moved on with my life. So today someone commented on it and tagged me and said, hey, check out these comments.
Nice.
So they gave me some receipts. Everyone's like, he ain't never gonna win a championship. So I just sat in my bed and I was just like
them all,
just liking them, sending the emojis, sending gifs, like all like thinking and shit. I was sending all type of shit. One guy said, all right, you got me. Congratulations.
Good for him.
I think it's hilarious because like a lot of people talking shit, saying he would never win. That championship was full, and there's a lot of guys in that team that deserve a lot of credit. But Giannis played super hard. That game, that series was won because of Giannis. There's a lot of guys who deserve a lot of credit. They should all celebrate. They should all have a good time. But he played so hard.
I agree with that. Like that was the coolest thing about watching. I mean, the whole series and the Eastern Conference Finals. Like you think back, I saw the clip when he went down with the knee injury, right? Like in the Eastern Conference Finals. I thought that was it.
Yeah,
I might have been tweeting. I don't know. I started hitting the bourbon hard when that happened. I was like, it's over. But I saw that clip again today. Like I had almost forgotten about it because he came back. Look at how he played since then, like a couple weeks ago. And then he goes and drops 50 in game 6 of the finals. Like, are you kidding me? And like his play, like how hard he played the other night, like I can almost feel it like through the screen. Like I know that sounds cheesy or something, but dude, it had me like when he would go up for a block, he had 5 or 6 blocks, whatever he had, like, and he would go, like, he just played so strong, and so you could tell, like, this is it, like, it's going to happen. There ain't he ain't letting anybody down. We're not fizzling out. This is happening.
So that thing is because, like, a lot of people talking about the Bucks, They're like, oh, they got lucky because they played a lot of teams that had injuries. Like, did you see Giannis's leg
Yeah.
backwards? Bro,
Yeah.
if my leg does that,
Yeah.
my life is over. Like,
That's
I'm not
it.
saying I'm going to die, but I'm saying, like,
Well,
you're never
we're sending you out to
do
pasture,
anything
man.
athletic again.
We're gonna old yeller you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to see me. You're probably not going to anyways, but if my leg does what Giannis's leg did,
you're not going to dunk anymore? You're not going to be dunking anymore? Oh, man.
No, I'm definitely not going to dunk anymore. But you're not going to see me just walking regular, like for a year. I'm going to get me a crutch. Like, you're going to see me. You're calling me Matt with the crutch for like a year and a half. Like, dude,
with the Walmart icy hot sleeves on it. Like for like a year, just
like Aaron Rodgers when after that Bears game when they said, "What happened?" He's like, "My leg,
my leg." Mike Tyson. What was a fight? Mike Tyson got interviewed at. Like, Mike, what happened out there? We heard you had some complications this week in training. Blah, blah. He's like, my back is broken.
Yeah, he's like, I broke my back. They're like, spinal. What happened? He's like, spinal. I made that a meme.
Like, that was Giannis. Giannis, we know you won the finals. What happened? I snapped my leg in half. I don't know if you guys saw it.
That's what I'll say. I'll say, freaking Giannis, dude. He earned every single thing that he got. He seems like such a good dude. He's over there and he's getting chicken. He's letting people touch the trophy.
Let's go.
Dude, I love me Giannis. Like, Giannis is probably the most loved player in the world of sports. He should be, anyways.
Right now, easily. 100%.
Aaron Rodgers used to be. I don't know. I don't know right now.
You get on some thin ice now, man. Yeah, I might have to drop the call.
You know what's funny to me is people talk about that. I used to love Aaron Rodgers, but now I have different feelings. Dude, Aaron Rodgers does not give a shit what you think about him because, like, he does not. He does not care. I mean, I think he enjoys all the love he gets and people that when he does well. But like, I
don't think he enjoys. I hate to speak for people. I'm just speaking from my experience and just knowing what I know of the guy and other people. I think he enjoys the joy he brings to other people, not the joy he gets. But like you look at that jersey behind you, Clinton Dix. He's not with the team. I'm not with the team anymore. Like, you think about the joy you bring to other people's lives, like playing, whether it's the Packers or wherever you play. Like, I don't understand why people get this, like, this diehard, like this hatred that they get in their like depths of their soul for some of these guys that have brought so much joy to a state, a community. Like, what? And I'm not saying that I know anything or that anything's ending or beginning or anything's happening. I'm just saying, like, chill the fuck out. Like we're all humans. Like,
dude, that I totally get it because this guy right here, I'll say it because I'm a little buzzed up right now. A lot of people hate Clinton Dix. A lot of people got a lot of mean shit to say about this guy behind me.
People are ugly.
And a lot of people tag me in that shit because they know, like, I a lot of support for him and I love But like, there's not a situation to make me shit on this dude. Same with Aaron Rodgers. Same with you. Like, you don't get a lot of that hate because you're like a fan favorite. You're not in those situations where like people like just totally trash you and like fucking drag you through the mud. But like, dude, like if Aaron Rodgers shows up, everyone's gonna be like on the same team. Like, everyone's gonna be like, oh, I love him. I never doubted him. But like, if he doesn't, like, for me, here's what it is for me. If Aaron Rodgers doesn't show up and he decides, I don't want to play for the Packers anymore, I don't want to play football no more, I'll be like, all right, cool. God bless. And I wish you well. Now we're going to go into Jordan Love or whoever the hell they decide to throw out there at quarterback. But like, I hope he's there. But like, if he's not, like, I think he will be, because I think that's his. I think that's his like his choices, because they're not going to trade him. Like, and
like I honestly I don't. I don't know, man. I don't have anything good to give you or any like juicy nuggets here. Like, and I honestly have talked about this because I get family
We
friends
should
that ask me, "Hey,
actually.
what do you know?" I'm like, I don't fucking know anything, but I can give you like my opinion. Like, I can see it. Like when you slice it up any one of 3 or 4 different ways, I could see it being a reasonable like result. But like in the end, like if he's there, awesome, support him. Like he's gonna kick ass. Like they're going to win games. If he's not there, they're going to win games. And I'm going to support him if he goes somewhere else. I'm going to support the Packers as well. Um, but like I just can't imagine holding this ill will or grudge for somebody. And it's a business. Like there's so many things behind the scenes that go on, right? Like none of the info, nothing that's been leaked or like Adam Schefter, whatever info he's getting or whatever info is coming from where, it's not coincidental, in
Oh
my
yeah.
opinion.
No,
Like
I'm not.
there's like this is chess, like algebra 3, like this is like advanced trigonometry. Like there's stuff going on and like pieces being moved that like I'm terrible at math and chess and probably a lot of other things. Like I don't know what's going on. Like let it play out before you like vilify and like
Yeah, that's my thing. Is like I will not. First of all, like it if I root for you, like Tommy Crabtree, like I fucking excuse me. If I get down for you, whoever the player is, like, we got Hal Clint Dix back here, Aaron Rodgers, all these guys. If I root for you, I'm gonna root for you. All right.
yeah,
Like I get that. Like, there's a lot of things going on. A lot of things going on. Like I think that a lot of the things that are happening about Aaron Rodgers, rumors and all these things, I think it'll probably, there's probably some truth to it. And agents are saying things to certain people or whatever the
for
hell.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I don't care because that's way above my pay grade. I work at a cheese factory. You know what I mean? It's like, so, like, I'm just gonna wait to see what happens. I love if Aaron Rodgers decides he wants to retire or he wants to do whatever the hell he wants to do. I'm gonna still love him. I can't hate on a guy who I was rooting for last year. He didn't do nothing to me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No, I'm
So,
I'm right there. I'm right there
yeah,
with you, man. That would be
I'll support him. But if I was the Packers, there's no way in hell I would trade him. No matter what happens, I would be like,
that's what I always come to, but
yeah.
that seems like the rational, like
Anyways,
reasonable thing to
we
do
don't
is
need.
take care of your all-time great quarterback
Oh yeah.
and support him in every which way possible. But it's you talk about organization and like a bigger like group of people and
Yeah.
brains getting together thinking about things, and some of them are old as fuck and don't know their head from their ass. So maybe they're not making good decisions and not
Yeah.
giving him the support he needs, whether it's on the roster or in the court of public opinion. Like they're not doing the right things. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll
And
see. More to come. One thing's for damn sure. We got training camp coming up. I think in about a week. We ought to touch base, man. Because we're gonna know if he shows up or not.
Dude, let's meet up. You come over to Packers training camp.
I don't
We'll
know
meet
if I can
up.
go. I don't know if I can go to actual camp. But listen, are you going? If you're going, like we got to do a virtual. We'll do one of these,
Yeah,
and I'll pop in.
Yeah, we'll do a live, whether it's Instagram live or
And you'll be
whatever.
live. You'll be live. You'll be like, "Yo, Tom, check it out. Aaron's out there on the field." Or
Yeah,
you'll be like, "Yo, Tom, check out Jordan Love."
yeah.
And either way, we'll be able to
And they
talk
will
about something.
tackle me. I'll be like, yo, Packers don't give a shit about me. No, but like, dude, no, but I definitely I see my work schedule, see how it goes.
Let me know, man.
Yeah, for sure. So everyone, Tom Crabtree, XLV Super Bowl champion. Give him a round of applause, people. I for sure appreciate you joining me. Shout out to Quick Trip.
Yeah,
Being
thanks,
a
man.
sponsor of the show. When's the last time you ate Quick Trip?
Quick Trip. See, I think Quick Trip's a little slimmer pickings down here in Florida.
No, but
We're
like,
big on the
when you were in Green Bay, when you were a Packer player, what was your favorite gas station? If you don't say
Oh,
Quick Trip,
Quick Trip. Oh, it was Quick Trip 100%. If that's what you wanted to know, absolutely. Yeah. They're a little harder to come by. I don't want to shout out the competitors, but there's a couple others down here in Florida. It's a little harder to.
what's your favorite thing? What's your favorite thing over here at Quick Trip? They got a lot more things these days, but like I know like back in the day, but like dude, they got some good stuff over there.
Wait, what's your favorite? What do you go in there for?
Macaroni and cheese.
Mac and cheese? I don't think I ever had their mac and
They got
cheese.
chicken tenders now. Oh my god. I would kill if I was the type of person that killed people. I would kill for chicken tenders. I'm not that type of guy. You know what I mean?
A murderer. I'd probably murder for quick. No, wait, don't use that. Don't let's scratch that. I don't want to finish the sentence and lose your sponsor. If I had to say, I would go in there for probably just a plain old. I'm pretty simple. I like to go. If I'm hitting a gas station, I'm hitting like a big fat like glazed donut. Can I get a glazed donut at Quick Trip?
You got the glazers over there, boy. Oh, so Tommy
and an energy drink, glazed donut, energy drink, Quick Trip. Let's go.
All right. So let me ask you one last question, then I'm gonna let you get out of here and get back to your life. All right. Aaron Rodgers. This is not about that shit, but Aaron Rodgers last year he was in the back of a truck holding a Bud Light case. All right, everyone knows what it was. That was David Bakhtiari's truck. But like, is that normal, dude? Like when you saw that, you're like, oh yeah, that's normal. Is that normal to drive back from practice back to Lambeau Field in the back of someone's pickup truck?
100%. Yeah, because you're right across the street from the stadium. So the way it is, like at Lambeau, at the stadium, and I know it's changed a little bit. They've got like a new kind of players locker room center there at Lambeau, but it's still there at Lambeau. And then you cross, is it Oneida?
Yeah,
That's the street, right?
Yeah.
All your practices, your indoor field, outdoor field, everything's across the street from Lambeau at like the Hudson Center and all that. And you got like a gas station over there. You got like Green Bay Distillery, I think. Is that still there?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, perfectly normal to kind of just throw everybody in the bed of a truck or like 9 people in a vehicle and just cross the road from Lambeau and your locker room to practice and then back. So yeah, when I saw that, I was like, how has there not been a picture of that previously? It took that long.
It just took the right person to get
so
that
great.
Have their phone out and be ready. I was like, dude, to me, like I didn't know that happened, but I was not surprised. I was like, that makes sense because like it's right there.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway,
totally normal. That's awesome.
We got Tom Crabtree in the building. Be sure to follow him on Instagram. He's at It's Crab. Also on Twitter. You probably, if you're watching this and you have Twitter, you already follow him. But go ahead and go over to Instagram, It's Crab, and also on Facebook, Tom Crabtree. He's got the good content, people. All right,
good stuff. I got the goods.
You got the goods, baby. I appreciate.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Taking the time. Let's go, baby. We're gonna put this in a podcast too. I don't give a shit. I'm having a good time. All right.
Gold jacket, green jacket. Who gives a shit? All right, brother. You take it easy.
Go Pack, go, people. Bears still give them a Bears still suck. Give them a Bears still.
The Bears still suck, and they'll always suck. I don't care if they win. Even when they win, they suck. They suck so bad, stupid, and they're dumb, and I hate them. They suck.